I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive data. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Barry Hawthorne in Captain Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. The very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. So nervous for a minute. I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Falls, the police has been capturing you 2 days ago. Sorry, I totally lied. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. He sends me to die 5 years ago. But truth, I tell you, that woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear that I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 3 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So much is true. He killed me as a victim, but I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. You're not gonna figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. You know, when you came to see how a little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lions. Or maybe you'd like someone to play with. That old man's probably still in bed. But if, after all, it's me, Diego Armando. I can see. No. You got it all wrong. You're the finest. They all took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. Relax, just have some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, like a certain somebody I won't mention, he has a reputation as a genius and is beginning his law career. Well, it's about time to head. Sharpen those claws of yours, it's go time. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers from both sides are newcomers. God, I'm trying to differentiate his voice from non-knowers. Miles X. So you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. Guess that little kid has earned himself much of a reputation, you know? The only people under the trial, not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the offender is not on trial for escaping prison. The day that the defendant escaped, the police will return. So here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for it. You got it, Kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor, it was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. Truly horrible crime, I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was certain witnesses' testimony. Witnesses' testimony? The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Those bodies that fall in and never recover. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was on that point. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be... Exactly, the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on a testimony escaped 2 days ago. Only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Wait a minute, that's not right. You say the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fair. Not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. You're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I called a detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case. I got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. Detective! Shut the fuck up! I don't believe he didn't ask you that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up in contempt so quick that something other than your heart will think. Okay. I got it. Now, Detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. I would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir, I got you. Okay, let's take a look at the area map of the area. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. Still needs his position. The river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met now on top of the bridge. With stabbing in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. There was captured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. There was no blood on the bridge, and you have no proof not even met there. Your Honor. If you had listened to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'd be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully. Want no mistaking this guy will drink you for morning tea. Just me and get ready. A daily incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge and the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Moidered, however you want to say it. The criminal stuffed the body in his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint himself at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed to cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. Hey, settle down there, kid. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. The carving can be called battlefield, alright? Especially for a beginner. You got me there, but maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten. This unknown person, you have no idea who might be. Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. Yeah. Figures. I thought Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call, Mr. Falls. She had a top secret mail that she left in her desk. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Who's probably able to keep on helping me? Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up, never ask questions, don't answer. Hey now, don't make that face at me. Just say it that way because the prosecutor told me. Did you pin them out? Why me that? Because it is a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? You remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed her hostage. The bridge where all this occurred is, of course, this bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Turning to seeing the crime, I'm nostalgic. What's the point of the victim just going that way? Yeah, we were very on the ball. Are you sure? We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. The murder. Yeah, there's probably something like that. Locations since prevention very different around. So how do they find out about the crimes so quickly? That's what had happened, and she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note in her desk about it. Only I'd noticed that earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. Wear a white scarf identification. Well, the bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up by car in the house, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. Stole it from a young couple that had been waiting on red lights. Car thieves. Not sure how I feel about car thieves. He's not sure about how he feels about anything. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Whoa! That don't look too comfortable. For some reason, man always seems to get stabbed in the back. You talking about a woman here? You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. condition of his body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of this car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Yeah. There's no scarf. What he always says, man. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. Oh. Sorry, it does look like. Or something like that. Precisely. The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. It takes approximately 30 minutes to get from the bridge to the checkpoint. Listen up, kid. There's a big trap waiting for you not this. Walk in there carelessly and leave more than just push. Fun, huh? Perhaps don't have any chance at all. You better get more information. Victim note.
Objection!
Yep, victim note. What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? You should practice before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Yes, ma'am? Yeah, that's what I said. The caller told her to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense was a little lacking. The scarf you were searching through this before. Where'd you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge, I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why didn't you tell me? You need a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. The safest place I know. That hard shot shows a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly right, the following question. As you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended. Looks like you spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth was intently hiding the scarf at the time. The court will accept the scarf in evidence. Now, if the attorney for the defense has finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. However, we'll show exactly what occurred now. That sounds quite promising. Can't wait to hear all about it. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. Shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal... Huh? That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha! A potential witness. Well, he said they absolutely didn't know what it is. The person in question is a very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. Not sure how I feel about that. So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on the bridge. Aha, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Yes, it's quite obvious you say guilty. What do you mean? To the guards, Judith. Well done.
Objection!
For the time being, we're not relying on their witnesses' statements. The prosecution has other more decisive evidence. The case is messed on the vague testimony of a female college student. Female college student, eh? You absolutely must hear her testimony. You'll have to give us good reason why. Please tell us about it with more decisive evidence in question. The victim is wearing a scarf and a photo, right? She was taking photos of wild flowers found. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live in. Spirits? Now that you mention it in this photo, this cloudy folk-looking thing, is there a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor, no, don't think it's ghost. Looks like a ghost one just moved in. In any case, the point is that the area was quite dark. I've seen some fog. I even slipped and fell when I was on the bridge. It was very something. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed? Or you get pushed? Yeah, he's like this moving. Baby, and that's not the right person. They're good. Poor baby, the car record keeps when it's in. No, it doesn't, you dumbass.
Objection!
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Victim's court, as far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what... yeah. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Joanna had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street. Douglas, hockey beard, tired of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy? Real man will stand for a torn like this. Ah! Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her staff. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. No matter what he says, contradiction always comes down the line. Either the victim discovered in the skunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony says she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. Pretty simple, ain't it? What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence in court. The real man will expose his evidence to the flimsy scam it reads. Are you saying the people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant? Body in the trunk. Witness testimony. That's why it took me about 3 attempts to realize that. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Oh, your suit is loud! The brutal. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Oh, when I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I ask the court to please exercise care in addressing her. Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in the face like that? Next time I'll be forced to penalise you. Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe this map would be of help here. So you took the fall from that location, eh? Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner. God damn it, there's no one there Canadian. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your plastic sandwich. You're just as clear as your brother. No, not at all, everyone is like that. Too much information, you. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them, especially just as they were.
Objection!
Nope, I'm a dumbass. Don't ask me to confirm your facts. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. You're already moving before the floor even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we'd already started our operation. Careful, kitten. That girl has a judge left right hand and little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that person. Oh, I know just how you feel. Just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Yep. I was thinking this one for a bit. How many is fair, yes?
Objection!
Yep. Fucking dumbass. No, something in the picture. In fact, how we presented was the only one there was. Oh! So about that was imitating. I was trying my Homer Simpson impression. You ran out of film? Unfortunately, person examined or fair scratch so fair who's looking at himself playing among the wild I remember taking some photos of myself once too. These, no details. Seems like Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Miss Foster, perhaps you could tell us about a different sort of photo? Photos of the instant that you took with your very own eyes? Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Looks like the other kid in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Witness, you test me is a joke? Miss Fair, I warned you not to make the witness cry. You say there were two contradictions? Just a moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one that made a mistake in the slide. What are you saying? You can't actually tell the condition of the victim is statement. I apologize, of course, for not being more clear on the sensitivity. That guy is good. It's an end from the very beginning. The genius, alright? The diagram is based with the future. Well, Miss Fair, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation. No, it wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed! Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? All on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry, just tell us what you saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. He accepts his testimony as it is. We're finished. Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favourite cafe on the way home to make a very good moccolato. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination if you please. After he stabbed in the back. Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If it was a case, her coat would have been all muddy. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady! And then, what did the defendant do after that? You mean this scarf? Her words match with what we found at the scene. I didn't see it. Well, the fact of the matter is that she did. What kind of talk is just silly? Burn off Dusky Bridge.
Objection!
Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies had fallen and never recovered. Ah! Order! Not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye, but I must admit it does seem odd not to run the body in the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. That's sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a different route herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find Kira's method of body disposal, fact is that this is what the truth is. Quite true.
Objection!
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 No, you're a dumbass.
Objection! Hold it!
Hey kid, are you ever selling your coffee? No, why not? I actually got better coffee than sugar, right? Just, my point is if you're not sure, you might as well add some salt. Might bring out the rest of something like a piece of evidence. By the way, I'm going to sell my coffee. You're going to go well.
Objection! Objection!
I'm going to have to think on this one.
Objection!
Oh wait, okay. God damn it.
Hold it!
So it's something connected to this one. Just checking something.
Objection!
Nope. Something to the car.